Imagine a civilization that has taken over the entire world. They have a population of 20 quadrillion. They build skyscrapers that, relative to their size, are taller than the Burj Khalifa. They have livestock, they have a complex internet, and they have been fighting a world war for millions of years. You walk past them every single day. You step on their roofs, but if you look down, you'll see the most successful empire in Earth's history. Today on the Fun Fax Show, we aren't just looking at bugs, we are shrinking down to uncover the alien empire under your feet. Welcome to the world of ants. So, first things first, forget everything you know about an individual animal. If I put one human on an island, they might survive. But if I put one ant in a jar with plenty of food and water, it will die quickly. Why? Because an ant isn't really an animal. Biologists call it a superorganism.
We can compare it like this. Ant equals cell, and the whole colony works together just like a body.
Think of the colony as the actual animal. The queen, she isn't the boss. She doesn't give orders. She is just the reproductive system, the ovaries of the colony. The workers, they are the hands, the stomach, and the legs. The soldiers, they are the immune system. This is called swarm intelligence. There is no general shouting commands. No one tells an ant what to do. They operate on a set of simple rules that, when combined, create genius. It's like your brain cells. One brain cell is useless, but put 86 billion of them together, you get poetry, math, and, well, YouTube videos about ants. Now, let's talk about technology. We think humans invented farming about 12,000 years ago, but ants, they beat us to it by about 50 million years. They can't digest cellulose. Instead, they take those leaves underground into massive, climate-controlled chambers. They chew the leaves into a pulp to create fertilizer. They use that pulp to grow a specific type of mushroom, a fungus called Leucoagaricus. They are farmers. They weed the garden, they prune the fungus, and they harvest it. That fungus is the only thing they eat. But farming is dangerous work. The waste from the fungus garden is toxic. So, the colony has a waste management department. This job is a death sentence. It's usually assigned to the oldest ants who are near the end of their lives anyway. Once an ant goes to work in the garbage dump, they are never allowed back into the main city. It is a permanent quarantine to keep the queen safe. Okay, we have farming. Now we need infrastructure. Humans build bridges out of steel and concrete. Army ants, they build bridges out of themselves. This isn't random piling, it's mathematics. Scientists found that the ants actually run a cost-benefit analysis. If the gap is too wide, using too many ants for the bridge slows down the army because those ants can't carry food. They will only build the bridge if the shortcut saves enough time to justify spending the ants. And then there are fire ants. When a flood hits, they don't drown. They link their mandibles and legs to weave a waterproof raft. The queen is placed safely in the middle. These rafts can float for weeks. If you push them down, they bounce back up like a rubber ball. It is an unsinkable living boat. So far, ants sound pretty noble, cooperative, hardworking, but there is a dark side to this empire: slavery. There is a species called the slave maker ant, Polyergus. They have jaws so sharp they can't even feed themselves. They are built only for war. To survive, they raid the nests of other ant species. They steal the pupa, the unhatched babies, and bring them back to their own nest. When those babies hatch, they smell the scent of the slave makers and assume, "This is my family." They spend their whole lives gathering food and feeding the ants that kidnap them. But sometimes the slaves fight back. It's called a slave rebellion. Scientists have seen enslaved workers secretly destroying the slave maker queen's eggs when the guards aren't looking. It's a subtle, silent sabotage to wipe out the masters from the inside. How is all of this possible? How do they organize wars, farming, and architecture without saying a word? They have the chemical internet. Ants speak using pheromones, chemicals they release from their bodies. It's like leaving a digital comment. If an ant finds food, it drops a "follow me" chemical. If the food is huge, the next ant adds more scent, like upvoting the trail. If the food is gone, they release a "don't bother" scent. They also use sound. Some ants, like the Myrmica, drum their abdomens on the ground to signal for help. It's a Morse code vibration that travels through the soil. They have conquered every continent except Antarctica. They outweigh all the wild birds and mammals combined. They were here millions of years before us, and they'll probably be here millions of years after us. So the next time you see a tiny ant scuttling across your kitchen floor, don't just see a pest, see a scout from the alien empire under your feet. And now you know. It's the Fun Fact Show. Make sure to like and subscribe for more fun facts. See you next time.